Hi, this is Luis Carlos Pineda from Area Sports Network, and this is your post game for the Orlando City SC home opener against Atlanta United. Orlando, in the first half, they had possession, they had a lot of chances to score. Atlanta was also very good in the pressing. Ruan and Antonio Carlos were containing throughout the whole game. Barco and Moreno's transition plays on the left flank. And when it comes to the right flank, Rodrigo Schlegel and then Kyle Smith were essentially guarding that right flank very well, in my opinion. I think Atlanta really didn't have any options on the right flank. Kyle Smith was spot on, and actually, we talked to him after the game, and he said one thing he needed to improve was on some through balls and being able to anticipate through balls that the opponents were throwing at the defense. So it was really good introspective way of saying, we did great, but there's always things to improve. Um, when it comes to the midfield, obviously, um, Tesho was up forward, but you can see in the first half a lot of turnovers in the midfield. Pereira is a passer. He's a distributor. He distributes the ball perfectly. Obviously, he was surely missed in this game. But Pareja made the right decision. Tesho was subbed out. Um, um, Andres Andres Perea came in, and Perea pretty much changed in the second half the face of Orlando City when it comes to the attack. Pato became a number 9, solid striker, and then obviously Nani was on the his usual self on the wing, with Chris Mueller on the right flank, and pretty much Orlando had at least 3 clear chances. Pato had a one-on-one with Guzan, and he just did one extra step, and I think he missed the opportunity to score. Pato was subbed out in the second half. He did had a knock in the press conference. It was asked by the press if if Pareja Oscar knew what Pato had, or if he knew if the medics told him if this is a injury that's gonna have him sideline a couple of matches. But he didn't give any answers. So he didn't give any answer. He just essentially um, said he doesn't know yet. They're going to evaluate him and go from there. Uh, Again, the crowd was vital as well. I mean, the wall was roaring. F Atlanta chants. It definitely made the Atlanta players play with a higher intensity than usual. They got a little physical. I actually asked Chris Mueller about that specifically, and he told me, it's just football. It's just the sport. So I understand that question, but my context was I did saw a little bit of extra physicality on the Atlanta players, and I did see Nani and Barca almost going at it. So hopefully nothing came to fruition at the time, but it was something, in my opinion, that the ref, there really barely any yellow cards. So it was a very fast paced game. Atlanta is a great team. You can definitely see Gabriel Hense's hand on this. It's definitely a different squad from last year. I think this was a really great result for Orlando City. Hopefully, Pato is in. It's just a knock. It's just something that he cramped in. Maybe just a swift knock that maybe is going to have him sideline one match. Hopefully, it's nothing severe. We will find out in the upcoming days as they come, I'm sure. I will be updating you guys regarding all of that, probably. So, yeah. In the end, to my opinion, Sylvester, I want to also talk about the comeback of Joseph Martinez. He came in the 74th minute, and he definitely changed the face in the attack for Atlanta United. And you can still see in him that he has it. So I will keep in mind on that. I will definitely take notes on that. And then Sylvester Vanderwater, he did well as well. He had a couple of plays. He just needs to get used to playing within the system. I think so. This team has a lot of promise. I think we saw um, an Orlando team that is still keeping its core of last year. So hopefully this team gets better and better. That's just what I do want to say though is that once DK comes back and if Pato's in top shape, I mean this is an attacking. I mean the team's attack is like Super Saiyan 2. I mean this is crazy. We will have great key additions in attack that definitely could condition any game. Definitely score a lot of goals. We can certainly be a powerful team right up front. And the cool thing about this Orlando team is solidly the back line without Jansen has be the way I saw the back line today. In the beginning, I saw a lot of gaps in the coverage from Ruan and Antonio Carlos. But then I noticed that it was Barco actually trying to get that ball through, that gap through. It wasn't really the guys. The guys were truly covering Barco perfectly. And Barco is a dangerous player to cover. So kudos to them. And I think Oscar gave a great kudos to them as well in the press conference when we spoke to him. Uh, he said, he definitely loved the back line, even not having Jansen there. He loved the fact that he was able to they were able to contain that Atlanta United attack. Because they have really good players. Morales and Barco, when they do that tiki taka, on that left flank that they did, those transition plays, they can definitely determine a game and they can finish. They can finish plays very well. So I think there's a lot of potential for this team. I'm very excited to see what this Orlando team can do away. Probably get the 3 points against Sporting Kansas City, and then come back home and play against, in my opinion, one of the best strikers in the Brasileirao in 2020, which is Brenner. Um, Brenner, he played in Sao Paulo, and I believe he's going to be detrimental in that FC Cincinnati attack. Obviously, you're going to have somebody that would play with him, and if you don't have that player, then Brenner is just another player. He cannot make plays by himself. He can certainly, I mean, he can make plays by himself, but he's going to need somebody that would definitely have that assist. Um, it's a good team, another good test. But I do believe that this Orlando team, I think Atlanta, it's in my opinion, man by man, definitely a better caliber team than Cincinnati. So I believe that Orlando can definitely get the W against Sporting Kansas City away. And I also believe that Orlando can definitely try to get the W against Cincinnati at home. I think at home we need to win the most games. That will be our key to get to the playoffs again. And I think it's possible. I think we have the team, we have the city, we have the crowd. The crowd today was again phenomenal. The F Atlanta chants. Um, you had the Univision guys next to me. I think it was Univision or Unimas guys next to me, and they heard it, but they acted as they didn't hear it. It was hilarious, but definitely kudos to the wall. Um, it's outstanding, the happiness you can bring to the sport having people in the stands. It's a complete different sense of atmosphere. It's just a complete different ball game, and I think the team felt that, and that's why they changed their pace in the second half completely. Those turnovers stopped, and easily Orlando could have been up 3-0 with the chances they had in the second half. So, just like Oscar said, I am very pleased with the performance of the team today. I think it's a great result knowing the opponent, and not only the attacking pieces they have, but also the defensive pieces they have, and the coach that they have with the pedigree of Gabriel Heinze. Definitely a great result for the Lions. So stick around. Check my Twitter, Pineda_MLS, for this and more. Also, I cover Orlando Pride. I will be there on Wednesday as well to cover the Pride. And yeah, stick around for this and more in Air Sports Network. My name is Luis Carlos Pineda, and this has been your post game. And I will always be posting stuff about the city of Orlando, the city beautiful, the city I love, my hometown. So thank you so much, and you guys have a blessed night. Bye bye.